really don't like that beep. Hi, Jeremiah, and everybody else watching, as you come live from Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I think I just lost him after all the fun we've had setting this up. Jeremiah, are you there? All right, folks, stand by. Hopefully we'll get Jeremiah back soon. Today we're taking a stroll around Disney's Hollywood Studios, checking out some of the holiday stuff. And then coming up immediately after this at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern, we have Marvel Time Live, discussing the latest Marvel news. All right, friends, stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be back in just a moment. Oh, yep, here we go.
Yeah, let's never play the opening video again, shall we?
I've said that from the beginning because I feel like every time we do it, something happens. But alas, now we are finally live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Jeremiah, how are we doing today?
I'm here.
Okay.
Let's see how long this lasts, shall we?
Right now, we're as reliable as Disney Genie Plus in Disneyland, it seems like.
Remember last weekend when it was like cold and we had to have sweatshirts on here? And
yep.
Yeah, I had pants on for a little bit, and if I didn't stop to change into shorts, I'm pretty sure I would have passed out already from heat exhaustion. This is fun. We're just going to walk behind these bubbles for the rest of this broadcast.
Is that what that is? Okay. I thought it was just really weird pixelation.
No, don't jinx us. So here's one of those interesting things that we can only convey when we're actually looking at it and talking about it. This entire block of shops that had opened was Pixar, and they changed some of it to Disney characters. Closed. And from what I would guess, it's due to lack of supply.
I was just going to say, because every time I go in there, it seems more and more of the big plush Pixar balls filled the shelves. So now that would just be one large Pixar ball plush store. So
no, I was just in Disneyland last week, and I was seeing a lot of that there where they're pulling stuff out. But when I was here last week before I left, I mean, we'll see. We'll walk into at least two of the stores, and I'll show how barren it kind of looks right now.
Yeah, I feel like I noticed it more at Hollywood Studios than in the other park. Would you agree?
Oh yes. I mean, I noticed at the Magic Kingdom just because I'm used to the little things that they have in the Emporium that I usually have to walk around when I'm trying to avoid everything, and those have definitely disappeared. But here, I mean, you see the stores, and you're so used to like a large display or something that is unique, where now it's, there's nothing.
Nathan says, "What's up?"
What's up, Nathan? Yeah, somehow we'll have to figure out how I can see the comments again with our new streaming platform. I'll see like something pop up, and unless you or Doobie reads it, I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We're looking at a 40-minute wait for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. But I do have to say, this new streaming platform we're using, I mean, I don't know how the picture looks on your side, but it looks friggin' beautiful on this side.
In most cases, it's usually pretty good. Right now, it's a little choppy, but I can't tell if that's your end or my end.
Somebody tell us whose end is the most choppy, Tony's or Jeremiah's.
I noticed the Phantasmic Billboard. It says, what does it say, Tinseltown?
Yes, the Tinseltown, and the other one that they have on the other side of Sunset for the the nighttime shows. I feel like they themed them even better this year. And in the past years, it's been a little bit like, okay, that is definitely there just for whatever it's called. I can't think of it. But now it seems in theme.
Donna says it's stop and go.
My end or Tony's end?
That's
Because it's Tony's end, more fiber, my friend. Face painting is back, along with a giant Stratocaster. And a sign that it's not changing anytime soon.
wait.
They just redid this entire thing.
So that's a Stratocaster, and it's stretched all the way out there. Do you think they needed a fender bender to get that?
So
Good night,
the
everybody.
Rock and Roller Coaster is starring Aerosmith. The sign looks like it could definitely be changed out pretty quickly now. Like I felt like before it was a little bit more intricate, but they just redid it all, so it's not going to be a hey, Aerosmith just left the building. I think anytime soon. Of course, who knows? Apparently, the People Mover has a new sponsor at Magic Kingdom.
Who is it?
I don't know. I just saw a notification from Rebecca. If she's watching, she can tell us who it is. But for anybody who doesn't watch the Park Talk, shame on you. And two,
It is
Monday,
Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Wasn't that who it used to be?
No, it used to be Alamo, I think, which is still a car rental, but yes. Donna points out, and I'm hearing this from some of our team as well, the sound is fine, but the pick is kind of stop and go. So if you have something to show us, just hold it there for a second. That would be correct.
Well, we will continue at a slower pace then.
Not too slow, because coming up at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern, it's Marvel Time Live.
So what, we like 2.5 minutes?
Something like that, yes. Have you seen the Christmas stuff yet? Here, have you seen the Christmas yet? Christmas stuff
you just want to stop
this
and
year.
Like, maybe see if Gideon's available right now, Tony.
Wow, yikes. I asked
Kelly!
because I want to know how they incorporate.
Sorry, I just saw the VIP guy that you
Was
and I
that our
both
mutual
knew.
friend? Yes, okay.
Yes.
I want to know how they incorporate the Beacon of Magic, that is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, in with the Holidays on Sunset, where they have the 4 different shows, as it were.
I'm sure that it is very much like they do with the other ones. It just kind of hits quickly.
Alternates, yeah.
So this has been my biggest point when I say, yes, there's a supply chain problem. So here's the center display as you walk into the Carthay Circle Theater store. A puzzle, Walt Disney World. Puzzle, DCA. Puzzle, DCA. Okay, I don't hear you, so I'm going to walk
sorry,
in.
I'm here. No, yeah, we're here. We're good.
Okay.
I was just trying to think of a bad Coco joke, but it's all right.
Thank you. Yeah, it's, you can kind of tell the stuff they're pulling out the stuff that hasn't sold well, because like the Disney Parks Game of Life.
Which is funny because when they first came out, they sold out pretty quick, and then they got a ton.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I noticed in Disneyland, which was very funny, where they were running out of merchandise, they would put Remy's Ratatouille Adventure merchandise.
In California?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, of course, that merchandise was ordered 2 years ago and was sitting in a storage until the attraction opened earlier this year, and they have a plethora of it.
Rebecca says the rebrand sponsor of TTA is odd because it was Alamo switched to Enterprise, but they're both under the same overall company.
So it's like if Del Taco sponsored something, and now Jack in the Box sponsored.
I was just gonna say, I don't know about you, but I am very happy because that means that the Del Taco here and perhaps the new one might get turned into a taco or a Jack in the Box.
I don't.
Might.
Yeah, they Jack in the Box and Del Taco, like those kitchens are too big. Thank you. We just alienated everybody on the East Coast watching. Like, what's Del Taco and Jack in the Box?
I can't think of East Coast equivalent. So the closest
Checkers
Jack in the Box
and
to us
rallies.
here in Orlando is in Sumter,
Miami.
South Carolina, for the record.
I remember when I first moved here, I looked and there was one listed down in Miami way. And I seriously thought about it for a little bit.
I've thought about the Sumter, South Carolina one myself. I remember at one point, about a decade ago, one was pinging in Kissimmee, and it ended up being the Kissimmee Airport, which, for the record, is a very small, like, private aircraft airport. So I have no idea what that even was about. Rebecca says, just don't screw up the Del Taco fries. Have you ever had fries at Del Taco?
Oh, yes. The crinkle fries, I grew up on those.
I don't think I ever had Del Taco fries.
It's funny because somebody just, I think it was Wendy's or Burger King, just redid their fries again. And those two companies, I feel, redo their French fries every few years. And it's never better. Like, they're always like, they're okay. But, okay, let's get off the fast food talk.
Well, it's a Disney Parks walk and talk. We don't say what we're necessarily talking about. They don't have to go hand in hand. But we're here to talk about things.
Yeah, it's a busier day here. I mean, it's not horrible. I didn't look at the wait times or the Genie Plus availability when I was coming in, but
are the Encanto banners still in the animation courtyard?
Yes, they are, right in front of the Star Wars launch bay that still is kind of open but kind of not. And
I feel like those Encanto banners would make a lot more sense.
I don't think we're going to see
in front of some kind of animation studio exhibit or thing. But hey,
Tony, what is it
Star
that
Wars
Elsa
launch
always says? Oh, that's right. Let it go.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to be a villain until a radical rewrite, and the movie was done very last minute.
So the studio store still hasn't opened. And then, of course, the in-character that was briefly a princess store that had reopened has closed again.
I know the answer to this one, but I'm going to let Donna ask the question anyway. Is Voyage of the Little Mermaid still open?
It has not reopened since the refurbishment.
No.
Or not refurbishment, since the pandemic. We did not hear from Josh that this was one of the things that's opening soon. It is a very
his Oprah
performance-heavy show, so I think this will be one of the last ones to return.
That's a good question. What notable thing in Josh D'Amaro, president of Parks and Resorts, he at the D23 celebration here recently, they had him announce everything that was coming back in the next year, and it was very much Oprah, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. But Jeremiah, what was one thing you noticed he didn't say? Other than Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
I don't see, and that was my problem with that entire presentation. Oh, so by the way, the Eternals preview that appeared like 2 days before Eternals opened is gone. I was trying to keep track and tweet out stuff and take pictures of some of the stuff, so I missed a lot of it. But I feel like he hit on a lot of things But there are things that not even coming back, but we're still just waiting for like the barbecue that's been under construction back here for a few years. I am excited that apparently the Magic Kingdom Railroad is returning in some type of test.
Yep, they're doing tests apparently, which could even just mean they're rolling it out onto the track and then rolling it back to the roundhouse just to get the gauge right or whatever.
Which is neither a round or a house.
Yes.
And no, they can't adjust the gauge. It's a set gauge railroad.
Well, right, but like making sure it's installed correctly, I should say.
No, I know that they've been working on the tracks by Tomorrowland, so they at least have to Space Mountain, or not to Space Mountain, but somewhere in that area, and all the way around to Frontierland. So they could do the old, the one way and then put it in reverse, which I always heard the horror stories of that idea.
Yeah.
Woody,
Rebecca points out the one thing Josh, I noticed that Josh didn't say also. He did not mention Typhoon Lagoon. World of Color, Phantasmic on both coasts, so many other things, but everybody was so excited. He did mention churros.
So I definitely enjoyed where I was sitting during that presentation, especially with the people around me, who many of were media and that sort. When Josh would announce something and they would get very excited, and I had to turn to them and go, "That's been back for like 6 months." They're like, "It has?" Again, people.
Can you give an example?
Well, churros was definitely one of them, but there were other like things.
Dapper Dans, I remember he was like, "The Dapper Dans are back." Yes.
Yeah. Well, they were the first ones to come out, which was fun. But yeah, it definitely was a lot of the, "Hey, look, this is happening," or "This has happened, but we're, just going to hype it even more," which was great because that was an amazing little presentation. Bless you. And definitely got the crowd hyped for the first thing in the morning.
That's always what made me laugh about Destination D events is they do like all the fun stuff in the morning, get you hyped and amped. I don't know why I said hamped, just the combination of the two. But halfway through the day, if you're a big Disney fan, it's awesome. But like others who might not be as interested, it almost becomes like collegiate courses where you're learning about like Disney history.
Stephen Vagnini, who is an amazing presenter, author, just all-around great guy, did his presentation about the 50th Walt Disney World book. And he had Kevin from the archives and Tim O'Day jump in via video every now and then. But I would look around at some of the people, and it was definitely the bathroom match from WrestleMania people, I felt, which was sad because it was an amazing presentation, and the book itself is beautiful.
Do you have the book?
Yes.
I need to get my hands on one.
We're waiting for the alien swirling saucers to start up so we can enjoy the Christmas version. I like that.
Do they go the claws?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Okay. I'm kind of standing in between both turntables, like trying to see which one starts first. I feel that this is not good for the numbers, having both loading at the exact same time. Oh. I think we have a winner on this side. Oh, both are going at the exact same time.
And it's not even Christmas. You've got a friend in Christmas.
That just kind of sums up today so far. Hey, let's wait for the Christmas track on Aliens Ruins.
Well, I've also noticed Toy Story Land, again, does not have Christmas decorations up in it, does it?
No, they definitely did not put up, because that was one of the things the first day I came in expecting to see Rex and Jesse with their Christmas stuff on, but they did not. You know, it's just like
You didn't even mention the best part of the Christmas decorations in Toy Story Land. Angel Kitty.
I thought you were talking about the ornaments, the little green men ornaments.
No,
alien.
No. The Angel Kitty from Toy Story That Time Forgot.
You can continue your statement about Toy Story That Time Forgot. The best, blah, 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 blah. Look, a tree.
Seems like you're trying to branch into a different topic. Donna says she hasn't heard Slinky Dog running. Have you seen him go?
Yes, he just went as we were waiting. Here we go, which is very similar to Maribel.
You can do it more accurate than that.
I can, but I'm also standing around people.
Okay.
Have you seen Encanto?
I have not seen Encanto yet. No.
What is wrong with you?
So many things. I don't even want to get into the prescription pad. But yes.
That movie needs to be seen in a theater, and it needs to be seen like immediately. I am definitely going to try to see a second time soon. We're going to the Droid Depot to see if some of the droids from the west coast of Batu have made it to the east coast.
Okay.
And then
right now we are stuck on an image of a concrete beam. Oh, okay. Hold on. Now we're back a little bit.
Well, that walkthrough was pointless anyway.
Okay. Did they have any?
Nothing. They have Dio, who has been around, but they don't have Chopper or any of the other ones. What
was the first name you said?
Chopper.
The first one before that.
Dio.
Like the captain?
D-O.
D-O, okay.
Yes, not E-O.
Donna says they need to put the orbs on Shop Disney. What orbs is she talking about, Jeremiah?
The Life Day orbs.
Got it. Okay.
I thought they had... Rebecca can definitely correct me, but I thought that they'd put a lot of the Life Day stuff on Shop Disney that day. I don't know if the orbs never made it.
I want to go back to Rebecca's earlier comment. If I was at Disney's Hollywood Studios using it's 5 o'clock somewhere, I'd be sampling frozen salted caramel hot chocolate with cherry bourbon. I don't think you get that in Galaxy's Edge, though.
Let's just sit here for a few moments and enjoy the Millennium Falcon. Or this guy wandering aimlessly that has the hair of Peter Mayhew.
Hair of who?
Peter Mayhew.
Peter Mayhew, okay.
You
Chewbacca.
Uncultured swine.
I know who Peter Mayhew is.
Speaking of Chewbacca. And Vi. Hey, look at that. I'm so excited to see these two hanging out down by the Falcon.
Down by the Falcon. Out there in the streets of Batu. I don't know.
Unless you're on the double-decker bus, you cannot sing that.
That's a very obscure Disney nerd reference. I hate that I got it.
Well,
it's showtime here on the Park Walk and Talk.
The conversation when we did our little VIP tour and we had a backstage view of something,
Yeah.
and I made the comment of how I was going to Donny Osmond. That's because in that special,
He
at the
wanders
end,
off.
he disappears
Yeah. I thought he
in
wanders
the
off.
mansion. No, he just kind of stays in the mansion. So he is the 1,000th ghost, even though he's made so many men. Wow, I can't believe I just made that joke. Thanks.
Yeah.
See,
I might have picked a different way to go with that, but yes, Donny Osmond was the voice of. Oh, why did his name just go out of my head? Sean Lee? No, that's wrong.
I don't remember it, but I'm enjoying the
Li
wheels in your
Shang.
head.
Li Shang.
So I'm walking through Disney's Hollywood Studios. Oh, and by the way, if you enjoy this, share it on your Facebook and with your friends, like right now. That way, that's how we get more people to watch this, and we can do these again more often. Because we enjoy people joining us, making comments, staring at Chewbacca with the Life Day orb.
Wow, the Black Spire Outpost is definitely not a fan of LGT or LG LTE 4G signals.
I'm running.
Donna wants to point out that yes, Donny Osmond was the singing voice only of Shang Li. Li Shang. Li Shang? General Li Shang, yes, thank you. Captain. General at the end. Spoilers. Sorry. Go see Mulan. You've had 20 plus years.
I don't even know anymore.
Where are we heading now?
This way. We're heading towards Rise of the Resistance, which
Okay.
I'll be interested to see what the wait time is right now. Looks like they're using a lot of the big queue, so could be triple digits. Have you
I
come
remember once
over?
I was talking to Emperor Palpatine, and I said, "What's the one thing you wanted to see most?" And like a big Disney Hollywood Studios fan, he just goes, "Rise." That's it.
So it's 150 minutes. Have you come over and satisfied your thirst of waiting in the line?
If I may, I have never had a thirst to wait in line for Rise, but I have waited, and it was about 40 when I did.
Oh, you just hated that everybody else didn't have to wait.
I hated the concept of a lottery to get on an attraction that should be included with your admission. You shouldn't have to roll the dice.
Well, these people are rolling the dice anyway to see if it'll stay up.
That's that attraction anyway. We can get that's a whole other podcast debate that'll take an hour and a half about opening attractions when they're not at a certain reliability. Anyway, let's go through this tunnel.
I was gonna say, Fast and the Furious isn't at a reliability, and that is the most basic of attractions. Yeah, this is not 150 minutes.
Do you know what I found out about that?
Major downtime. What?
That the square footage of Fast and the Furious is larger than that of Radiator Springs Racers. So you could put in a family-based racing attraction that doesn't rely on screens and that kind of thing in the same amount of space. Anyway.
Well, Radiator Springs Racers based off a DreamWorks property, so they can't put it in Universal. See, I know how to shut.
All of that sentence just fried my brain.
Now that I don't know if this question can be answered or has been. With Genie Plus running at the parks and individual Lightning Lane on Radiator Springs Racers, is single rider still there or not?
I don't know. I keep hearing that they're either taking it away or they're going to take it away. I don't know.
Well, there's
Donna
no reason
said
to take it.
there is no December holidays on Batu? Question mark.
No, just November Life Day, but that is not celebrated prominently. Studio One store still not open. The Christmas shop down there still not open.
In fairness, that store could hold about 4 people on a good day.
The Christmas store? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very much a New Orleans Square store.
Yes. Now, did you go into Mickey's of Hollywood at all today?
No, I skipped that, but we will be going into Tattooing Trader again to see how sad that looks.
Okay.
Is there anything
Mickey's of Hollywood. Mickey's of Hollywood is apparently testing mobile checkout there as well, becoming the 4th store on property to install that.
So back to my recent trip to California, where it seems like every store at Disneyland is doing mobile checkout, and nobody understood it. And the line was forever, and the poor cast members walking, going, "Hey, if you want to do mobile checkout," I don't know what it is about California, but when they were doing the mobile ordering for food and now mobile checkout, everybody is so against it. Like the line, there's always a, hey, if you can't use the mobile checkout or the mobile order, you can do the food order, and that line is always full.
So let me see if I'm understanding you right.
Hang on.
Mobile. Okay.
The AT-AT was just firing.
At what? Rebel Scum?
No, the AT-AT that fired forever and then stopped and then started again. It's firing again.
At what?
Go on.
Rebel Scum?
Go on.
I was going to say, am I understanding right that, so you're saying they'll mobile order food, but they won't mobile check out merch? Is that what you're saying?
No. Mobile order food. The line for the mobile, as they call it in the restaurants, exception checkout, has a longer line than anything else.
Interesting.
At Tomorrowland Terrace, or whatever it's called this week, the line for the mobile or for the exception checkout was forever. No, you're a decade behind. Okay, so here we are. This shop has also lost a lot of its displays.
Yoda ear.
I mean, we're looking at Mandalorian. It has some of the new Ahsoka ears, and then an entire wall of the Yoda. I'm pretty sure all of those were the exact same ones that were here last time I was here.
Probably.
They don't have the parts for the build your own lightsaber. They've removed most of the center displays.
Oh my gosh.
There is the Life Day orb and Life Day merchandise. The Boba Fett helmet that is $100? $119, so it went up in price. And then where the toys were Greedo. And that's it. For the
Boba Fett helmet that went up in price. Oh, I think Jeremiah, get out of there.
Yes.
You're going too deep into Tatooine. Jeremiah, get out of there. Well, it caught up. Either you just did a wind sprint out of the store, or it caught up all at once.
It probably caught up all at once. I did cut pretty quick through. You were saying about the Boba Fett helmet?
I was going to say, you said it went up in price, right? But would you say that Boba Fett's waistline shrunk?
So let's check out the AT-AT firing.
Mr. Bob Newell says, sorry, I'm late.
Hey, Mr. Bob Newell, I thought of
Studios you. Is in your top 3 favorite WDW parks.
Yes, it is. I thought of him because I rode racers.
So that means that one is not.
In my top 3 parks? Correct, because there are 4 parks.
Yeah. So which one did you would you shove out?
Out of the 4 Disney World parks, my least favorite, I would say, is Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Just because Disneyland.
Yes. How often does this thing fire, Rebel Scum? There you go.
It is not shooting the water, but the guns are actually moving, which I hadn't seen done in a while. It used to shoot water out like Stitch at Walt Disney Springs. Or camels at Aladdin's Flying Carpets.
Those are all back on, too.
Yes.
At least I know Stitches, because we were leaving World of Disney the other day as fast as we could, forgot about it, and then got hit in the back of the head.
No, I got hit the other day at the Magic Kingdom by the camels, like right in the side of the head.
What about the tikis nearby?
Yes, the leaky tikis were going.
Yeah. Okay.
Olaf is still not meeting. I believe I'm about to walk directly into Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
I enjoy the music started, and I don't see a cast member. Oh, there's one way down there. Here, we'll stand where I used to love standing for the Star Wars Weekends Parade.
I remember I would sit on the steps of the Superstar Television Theater, now called the Hyperion Theater, for those parades.
Hey, this parade is moving extremely slow. It's like being run over by a steamroller. Not a Mannheim steamroller either. Sorry, I beat you to that.
Well, no, I was just thinking of Judge Doom.
Yeah.
Was that? Okay, so that guy wasn't part of the parade that just walked by?
No.
Okay.
And this cast member up here is way ahead of it for the... Okay, make sure you're standing off to the side.
Well, hopefully he gets here soon. We got Marvel time coming up.
Just around the River Bend. This would be a good way to end the broadcast, too.
Just around the Echo Lake. While we wait, Mr. Bob Newell wants to know if you're wearing any Hollywood Studios garb.
Oh. I am. I'm wearing a Dr. Pepper shirt.
Where did he get his doctorate from?
So do you.
So do I what?
So I feel like the first time I saw this cavalcade, there weren't the elves. I feel like it was Pluto and one reindeer and Santa. Santa's got a rocking sleigh.
Is that the Scott Calvin S?
How you doing? All right, everyone, come on. Let's see what you know.
That I do not know. So I
Okay.
will be back here on this upcoming Sunday. Is it Sunday? No, it's next Sunday. For the return of Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. I don't believe we have another stream planned anytime soon. But please tell all your friends to follow us, like us, smash that like button, and send some love our way so we can have more and more and more people enjoying and making silly comments for Tony to make some bad pun off of.
Something like that, yes. All right, guys, remember to stay tuned. Coming up
Do we have
next,
any?
in literally like 5 minutes or so, Marvel Time Live with Mac, Benji, and Becca talking about all the latest Marvel news. Close on Gertie, because Gertie's the best part of this park. Oh, nope, you just broke the camera. All right.
I'm not sure what happened to... yeah, all of a sudden it died and I have a full charge. But there we go. There's Gertie.
Remember, folks, like,
Let's
subscribe,
just end
ring
this
that
now.
bell.
Just press
yeah,
the
we're
button.
Going, we're